So, I've got to keep this short because, well, not really short, but under 10 minutes because this app that I bought on my phone only lets me record for 10 minutes, and I just wasted 15 seconds telling you that. But anyway, I've done a couple readings online of creepypasta, actually only one that I've uploaded to YouTube, which is the story here that was written by Mike Sanchez, my friend, The Beauty, and that was just a story that he came up with, and I really had nothing to do with it. I just kind of voiced it, because apparently my voice is very sexy for voiceovers. But I think you guys would probably recall a couple months ago of a certain video that I uploaded called The Thing in the Tunnels, from the Archives of Ed. And that was some footage of us when we went underground into the city tunnels and were exploring around, and we found that that weird hanging thing. Now, I wish my friend could be here today, but today I'm going to be talking about not just one thing, but a series of videos that me and a friend filmed last summer. And this video, as by the title, will be called The Tapes of the Summer of 2011. All of the video footage that is probably being played as I talk is taken from last summer. Liam, my friend there with the glasses, as you'll probably seen before, who accompanies me on most of my adventures. He was with me the entire time, and we've we pretty much just took a camera. It was a 16.1 or 16 megapixel camera, 720p video, and some flashlights. Occasionally, sometimes we didn't have lights with us, sometimes we didn't. And what we did was we would love to go out ghost hunting, finding spirits and stuff. And our major areas that we went to were 3 different spots. Parish Gully, which is a very big, nice open hiking area, but at the same time it's not too many people go there, so it's kind of secluded, I guess, but it's got huge ravines, and me and Liam have gone up there and sat on 300-foot ledges and ate snacks and just had a ball of a time up there. It's a really fun place to kind of explore and get an adrenaline rush from, and that's one of our that was one of our spots to take pictures. Actually, there was more than 3 places, I should say. There was a couple. The graveyard. There is a graveyard. Excuse me. Down by a restaurant, about 3 miles away from my house. So it's within walking distance. It's a walk, but we didn't mind. And that was there. And in that graveyard, there are a couple photos and videos we captured that were a little, not really odd, but the only things that we could really pick out from these were there was 2. There was one picture we got near a grave that was we didn't have anything that was reflective or any light that would have caused this. It was just this shape of light by this grave, and we got a picture of it, and that was one of the weird things that we captured. And we didn't really get too much in the graveyard. We got a couple lights dancing around, but not too much. And so there was there. We would go in the basement of my apartment occasionally because we never recorded this, and I regret it. But we had used a Ouija board once. We a strict thing of kind of the tools of the trade is never use Ouija boards because they open portals up. They're bad luck. They're just not good. And unfortunately, we used one, but not very long because we got a response and we just left it because after the response we heard so much noise coming from our basement that we just decided, all right, something's down there, something's pissed, so we're gonna leave. So there was all that, and then the final place where we would go a lot was the house where I grew up in. Now, my parents got divorced when I was 14, and we moved a couple of miles away into an apartment that was sort of lodged in the central area of our town. But where my dad lived was sort of in the corner of the town, and the house that we lived in, the woods would just go out and go up. And there was basically, you went into the woods, you went up a hill, and you'd be into the woods. You'd be completely engulfed by it. And this is where we would go a lot. And if you'll notice, I'll be playing the videos as I'm narrating this. There are some lights, very, very bright white lights that are sort of dancing around in front of our camera. And we had a lot of those. We captured many, many of those in pictures and video, and they appeared constantly. Now, they didn't scare us because we had looked back on our tapes and we were, like, oh wow, there's little spirits there, and there's little, there's signs of responses there, because we were asking, questions and seeing if we could get responses. And one night when we were in the woods, this is recently after last summer we had sort of discovered, what creepypasta and scary stories and all that, and Slender Man. We had started kind of learning about all what that was, and so it kind of hyped us up. We were excited to try to capture something, but we found, looking back on the videos, we found something that it struck us as very odd, because we had never seen anything like it before. It was something totally different, and it struck us as very strange.
Wow, my heart is beating almost as fast. I think it might be just because we're scared.
I'm not scared, though.
It's not. Listen to how much noise there is. Remember last time?
Yeah.
There was like nothing. Nothing. And now there's all these like...
We still have to ask.
Crickets. Oh, that's just the wind picking up. It's been picking up all day, though. It's probably nothing. Was that you brushing against something there?
No.
Okay.
That's a car. That shiny thing over there?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
That's a car, because somebody lives over there.
Yeah. Jordan, shine it to our right. We haven't shown it much over there. Nothing.
Left. Close me.
Yeah. Okay. It's the first time I've ever been up here at night.
This brings back some shady memories from my childhood.
Yeah. Don't remind me, man. This is where Jordan...
Look at that tree.
Saw the red man when he was little. Actually saw it down at the clubhouse, but still.
Not sure what the And I hate to say it, but it could be when you look at it, it could look what it is. It could look like a tree. It could look like something, but it looks like a face to me. It looks like the edge of the camera that Liam was recording with sort of went up and recorded part of a face of something in the woods. And as you can see, there's no mouth, there's no nose, there's no anything. It's just facial features with a chin, and it leads down to a neck that sort of cuts off like a t-shirt or like a v-neck or a suit, if you may. But that wasn't the only odd thing we captured. Watching that video still just sends chills up my spine. We got a lot of weird stuff on camera that summer in 2011. It was an odd summer. It was just very strange. It was the first summer my mom really had a boyfriend, so she was out of the house 90% of the time with him, doing things. So me and Liam and I were pretty much left alone in this apartment a lot. So we had a lot of free time to just kind of poke around in areas that we probably shouldn't have been, paranormal-wise, but again, what I'm showing you is not edited. It's nothing really that I can explain, and I just really, what you see is what you believe, and this video may get dislikes, this video may get likes, and I don't know. But I know that we saw something in those woods. We saw that face, and we didn't see anything. Again, none of this appeared while we were there. It was only after we went back and watched it. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe Slender Man has been intrigued by my slowly growing obsession of him. But I suppose that's where I should wrap it up. I'm almost at 10 minutes. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to find out. Doorway, going down the hallway.
Okay. That's just the crap piled in the...
It's an anime girl.
Oh, shit! Okay.